I'm Neil.
And I'm Tiece, and we've been at Raintree since 2010. So we were doing a house church with some people, and it kind of dwindled out. And so we were like, well, I guess it's time to go to a church since there's only 5 of us. And somebody had recommended Raintree, so we showed up.
I think for me, one of the big reasons to stick around after being down on church for a while, this place was so different because there were so many people here who have different opinions, different thoughts. And yet I saw a church still working together, still trying to have community with one another it was really as Christ as the focus. And that, to me, was so different than some of my previous experiences where it felt like we all had to be a little more homogenous in our thoughts. And I really enjoy that this place is encouraging us to come with your own opinions, come with your own experience. And if Christ is the center, we'll have community together. And that has been pivotal for me for the last 13 years.
So we have been here for 13 years, which is a long time. We have gone through very many different friend groups since we've been here because people come and go. People travel, people get new jobs and move out, but we've kind of stuck around. And something that I love is that the kinds of people that Raintree draws in are like-minded people for us, which is people who are looking for community and to be loved, and in some cases to learn how to be loved. And so that's one reason that I stay, is there's always someone here to connect with. And I'll tell you, there was a time where we left for one Sunday, and we went somewhere else, and we sat through the service, and then we got back out to our car, and we said, I don't want to start over. Like, I do not want to start over. There's a lot at Raintree, and so let's kind of see about that. And there's a gentleman here who was on praise team with me around that time, Randall Reeves, and I had asked him, because he had been here several years and through some tumultuous times, and so I asked him, like, why are you still here? And he said, the staff will come and go, but I'm here for the family. And that was big for me, because I was like, I was being affected by there being staff changes, but it was like the staff's always going to come and go. It's their jobs. Of course they're going to come and go, but a lot of the family's here. And so we've stuck around to be part of the family.
I think for me, it was gradual. I can't think of a pinpoint moment where I thought, wow, okay, we're going to get along great. But it was over the course of time, like T said, people come and go, and there are some constants here. And I really think I latched onto those people without ever really realizing it. It felt so natural. I mean, even as they've come and gone, there's a few that they've come back. And I think it was when I start to see my friends and the people I considered family who maybe left for a period of time for whatever reason, and then when they come back, which seems to be the case, it's almost like Raintree's home for a lot of people. And it was a realization that made me say, okay, they've figured out whatever it is that they want, and then they came back. They chose to come back to us and be part of community with us again. And it was just something about that I think was very powerful without me really thinking about it. Did you have a moment where you? Yeah, I don't. Why would I suggest Raintree to a dual income, no children family? It would be simply because there are so many people here whose littles, they're small children. They come up to you and they love you and they hug you and they seek you out and they give me high fives. And I just love the opportunity to pour into these little kids and their families to trust us, to understand that we want the best for their kids and their family. And they encourage. We get told a lot by a couple, hey, go say hi to Neil and Tiece. And the kids come running over to us on Sunday morning. And that just makes I get the fill of that family life, and that I can share into them and pour into those kids. It makes Sunday mornings a lot of fun. There are some Sunday mornings I'm a little slow on the get up, and it's just, I'm tired or whatever. But then I think about, I'm going to see these little kids, and they're going to come running up to me, and they're going to be so happy, and that always brings me a lot of joy.
There was a while where this happens to everyone. We were becoming, I'll say, a little jaded, I guess. It's just
complacent.
Yeah, complacent. At some point, you're going to church, and you're thinking, well, I'm here again. Why am I here? And we had to sit down with the lead minister at that time, and we were kind of expressing this to him, just like, we're filling in these spaces, but we're having these feelings and all of this. And we're like, we come Sunday morning and, I don't know if it's filling me. And he kind of gave us a really good challenge moment and sort of stopped us. And he was like, it's not for you. Like you are not in that space anymore. You don't show up for you. You show up for these other people that you're in community with. You show up every Sunday, especially with the teenagers, because the days that they're here, you need to be here. Like you need to be that stability. And it made a huge flip for us in that time where it's like, so when I come to Raintree, it's not like because the singing is just insane or the sermons are crazy. Like, I mean, you have hard-hitting days that are pretty good, but for the most part, it's like, I'm here because this is where the people might be, and the only way I'm going to connect with them is if I'm already here. So we come.